evening. Here we are, Jazz Cabaret in this wonderful space. Thank you for that introduction. Good evening. Yes. Thank you. Could be the batteries on this. That is probably it. Yep. All right. We're going to start now, right? Good evening. Thank you, everyone. Welcome to the Jazz Cabaret in this awesome space. Thank you to everyone who helped make this possible. Champs and the table setup and the food, and they have the art show going upstairs. Hi. And hope that you all get a chance to see the wonderful offerings of Central High School's artistic community. Okay. This is the Jazz Band start. I'm Ed Doyle. We have Tiffany Redmond in the chamber choir. We have she's back there, but the chamber choir is going to sing too. It's going to be a great night of music. Let's get started. We're going to start with Monsters in the Basement. All right. That one featured, I'll just yell. Kaylee Church, this one? Okay, hi. That one was Kaylee Churchin on the tenor saxophone. And I want to also take this opportunity to acknowledge Will Delaney, who was the trombone soloist on that. And unfortunately, that's the only tune you're hearing solo on. Is this one? Unfortunately, that's the only one you're going to hear solo on. And I wanted Will to have, as it is Will's final concert as a senior at the jazz band, we want to make a point to acknowledge all of our seniors tonight in the jazz band. Will's been with the jazz band for 4 years. He was in as a freshman. And he has excelled in jazz all-state trombonist, real fixture in the music department. And as a token of our appreciation, I wanted to leave this with you. And while we're on the topic of seniors, did you all see this lovely program? Obviously, it has the charts, it has the names of all the students, it has our Tri-M inductees on the back, which we're going to acknowledge at intermission. And at the front, this wonderful artwork, one of the more talented seniors that we have here at Central High School, both in art, dance, and music. And as a senior, she's on clarinet. She joined us just this year. She really wanted to play clarinet, and we're so happy to have her, Miss Ana Liz Barraza. And I'll take a little personal liberty to acknowledge this choral senior who's going to come up right now. I actually got to meet him through music theory, that I teach that class. This is Mr. Nick Griswack. And Nick is going to accompany the band on When I Fall in Love, a beautiful ballad. Come on up.
Fall in love, it will be forever, or I'll never fall in love. In a restless world as this is, love is ended before it's begun, and too many moonlight kisses seem to cool in the warmth of the sun. When I give my heart, it will be completely, or I'll never give my heart. And the moment I can feel that way too, that's when I'll give my heart to you. I give my heart, it will be completely, or I'll never give my heart. And the moment I can feel that you feel that way too, that's when I'll fall in love with you.
Great job, Nick Griswack, class of 2022. Let's bring up the chamber choir and Mrs. Redmond.
Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Tiffany Redmond, and I'm the choir director here at Central High School. This is my first year working at the high school, but it is my 13th year, I think, in Manchester. And I have to say that I am so pleased to have been able to come up here from Hillside to work with many of the students that I worked with there and continue learning and growing with them. We're going to do a quick warm-up so that we can check the mics and make sure that they are all balanced out. Okay, does everyone have one? Or you have to get way closer. Yeah. Can you raise this one? Yeah, you can raise it. They're like, I don't want my own mic. I would have died for my own mic in high school. In fact, I'll just keep talking because I love it so much. No. All right, so we're just going to do rows, yeah? Can we just do it in a round? We'll just do 1, 2, 3 rows. I just want to see the mics, okay? So rows, we'll start there. Is that too high? No, that's good? That's lower? Perfect. Ready? Rose, rose, rose red, will I ever see thee wed? I will tarry at thy wayside, at thy wayside, at thy wayside, upon earth. Why art thou? Why in the shadows of this dark house, this dark house, this dark Ah, see, that's gonna fix it. It's the height. Okay. When you let students see the problems, they fix them. It's really nice. All right.
You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love.
Don't give up hope.
Don't give up hope.
You're not alone.
You're not alone.
Don't you give up.
Don't you give up.
Keep moving on.
Keep moving on. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love.
Lift up your eyes.
Lift up your eyes.
Don't you despair.
Don't you despair.
Look up ahead.
Look up ahead.
The
See,
path is there.
the path is there. You gotta put one foot in front of the other, one foot and front of the other one. One foot in front of the other, one foot and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other, one foot and front of the other one. One foot in front of the other, one foot and lead with love.
I know you're scared.
I know that you're
And I'm scared too.
and I'm scared too.
But here I am.
But here I
Right
am,
next
yes,
to you.
right next to you. You gotta put one foot in front of the other, one foot and front of the other one. One foot in front of the other, one foot and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other, one foot and front of the other one. One foot in front of the other, one foot and lead with love. And lead with love. And lead with love. And lead with love.
All right. So now that you guys have all gotten a taste of that, that's the second time this year we've performed that song. I actually heard it at a conference this fall through our music educator organization, and I just fell in love with it because I think it's the message we all need. And here's your homework. I'm going to sing it again on June 2nd, and we're going to do a little audience sing-along. So all of you who are here, you've heard it, and I need you to promise me that you'll participate on June 2nd. So ask your kids to teach it to you. There we go. All right, the next song in our program is one that some of you might recognize. Is That Lonesome Road by James Taylor.
Walk down that lonesome road all by yourself. Don't turn your head back over your shoulder and only stop to rest yourself when the silver moon is shining high above the trees.
If I had stopped to listen once or twice, if I had closed my mouth and opened my eyes, if I had cooled my head and warmed my heart, I'd not be on
right, for this last song in our first part of the set, we want you to sing along if you know it, and you just might. This is
Do we know it?
yeah, it's You I Like. It's Emmy I Like, by Fred Rogers.
It's you I like. It's not the things you wear. It's not the way you do your hair. But it's you I like. The way you are right now. The way down deep inside you. Not the things that hide you. Not your toys. They're just beside you. But it's you I like. Every part of you. In your skin, your eyes, your feelings. Whether old or new.
I hope that you'll remember, even when you're feeling blue.
It's you I like. Yes, it's you yourself. It's you, just you. I like. Do 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 ba day day oh. Do 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 ba day day oh. Do you day ba day oh ba day oh. Day. I hope that you'll remember even when you're feeling blue. It's you I like. Every part of you. In your eyes, your feelings, whether old or new. I hope that you'll remember that. It's you, yes, it's you. I like. It's you.
Test one. had Barrett O'Neill on the alto sax. Theo Cantaris on the baritone sax. And it technically wasn't a solo, but she really laid down. Serenity Newton on the bass. She's changing out her basses right now. That was great. And I was going to mention this one, but I have to take a second and acknowledge another senior that we are saying goodbye to, who had a solo in that last tune. In back, Lily Tag Blue on the trumpet. Lily has been a real a force for good. A force for good at this school. She's cares about doing what is right and making sure we all do what is right. Thank you for being our drum major this past year and a great trumpeter. This is for you. You know, we are on. We're having such a good night. I don't want to take a turn here, but we are just about 24 hours from knowing and some of us seeing the worst possible thing that could happen at a public school. And now I think we're here, we obviously acknowledge that and honor that and pay tribute to those victims, but we here to show the best of what can be possible in a public school, and I think that we respond. I can't say it as eloquently, but I echo the words of Warriors coach Steve Kerr, and I don't want to fail these kids. These kids have been great to us, and I keep saying that the world is in good hands with them in charge. I want it in good hands now for them. I really do. These amazing students. So we love that last tune. That was a hip hop bop stop. It featured different styles of jazz within the same tune, and it was composed by Ellen Rowe, who happened to be actually my professor at college. And we're going to move on to a tune and this is our last tune before intermission, and at the end of intermission we'll have our Tri-M induction. But I obviously feel free to get up and grab some food and talk to one another. But let me tell you about this last tune. This one is a real joy to play. It was composed by Lillian Armstrong. It's actually known as a great composer in her own right, but the wife of Louis Armstrong. So this was Strutting with Some Barbecue. It's arranged by Mike Tomorrow in this great arrangement. And it features in the middle this amazing soli that has is note-for-note transcription of a recording, one of the earliest recordings of Louis Armstrong. Not easy to put together. You'll notice it in the middle is really quite wonderful. Also want to acknowledge one more senior who you're going to hear in this. And I am very proud of this young man who has been in jazz band for 4 years on the trombone. Also another good force for good. And you've been through a lot. And we're going to miss you at Central High School. Mr. Dante Parsons on the trombone. Let's take it away. Also features Kaylee Sturgeon on the tenor sax. If you don't know, the Triumph Music Honor Society is an honor reserved to musicians that have gone above and beyond and have committed themselves. And another great thing about it is that we commit ourselves in our work to service through music and service for music. So when I say service through music, we've done benefit concerts performing at nursing homes and veterans homes. Service for music would be helping the music department, case in point, what you see set up here. And this was all student volunteers, and anytime we have a concert or things like that, the students are happy to help out, and we like to give them a little bit of credit. So you see in your program that we have people that have been in for 3 years, people that have been in for 2 years, and people that are going to get inducted right now. You also notice that I listed our officers, and I got 2 of them right here, our co-presidents, Mr. Lucas LaVenture and Conlon Hurley. And they're seniors, so you'll hear me talk about them later, but I do want to just mention that all of the seniors, and especially those that are in Tri-M, really take it upon themselves to just have the initiative to serve. And like I said, service through music. People have set up benefit concerts. I don't have to do anything. Service for music, for the music department. You want to hear a story? Here's a fun story. Maybe our favorite memory of the year. We were invited to play at Mayor Craig's inauguration at the Palace Theater. Okay? And we're setting up in the pit of the Palace Theater, and Colin turns to me and says, "Mr. Doyle, the bus drove away with all our stuff." And I just had that look on my face, right? Yeah. So I call MTA in what felt like 3 hours. It was really about 15 minutes, but it came back, and the bus came back, and I come back to the area where it was set up, and the kids had done all the work. You know, they weren't helpless. They took initiative, and that's the type of kids that we have in the music department. You know. So let's get going and induct these new honorees. And it's beautiful. We have people that are in all the grades, freshman, sophomore, and junior. So let's get started. If you are getting inducted, we're going to do alphabetically. Come up here, try not to trip on the spaghetti wires, and grab your certificate, get a handshake, and move on up. All right, first on up, Nate Bannister. Alyssa Bonilla. Michael Blair. Sophia Bover. Catherine Fenchel. Saturn Lacasse. Gracie Monley. Lily Zulk. Catherine Thorner. Despite her absence, we want to acknowledge Catherine. Next. Megan Wade. And all good induction ceremonies have an oath. And it's a long one, so all the words are on the back. And I'm gonna give this to who's starting? And they will lead you in the oath. So raise your right hand.
Repeat after me. We, the members of the Central High School Music Department,
We, the members of the Central High School Music Department,
in order to foster a greater continued interest
in order to foster a greater continued interest
and a desire for excellence in music performance,
and a desire for excellence in music performance,
to encourage appreciation
to encourage appreciation
and awareness in listening to music,
and awareness in listening to music,
to promote wider opportunities for sharing joy through music,
to promote wider opportunities for sharing joy through music,
both within our school and within our community,
both within our school and within our community,
to advance the spirit of good music and musical knowledge,
to advance the spirit of good music and musical knowledge,
and to enhance the reputation of our school
and to enhance the reputation of our school
as a center for musical enrichment.
as a center for musical enrichment.
Accept the honor now granted to us.
Accept the honor now granted to us.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
next door, and my mother left the way some ladies do. When it's late in the evening and the music's seeping through, next thing I remember, I'm walking down the street. I'm feeling alright with my boys and with my troops, yeah. And down along the avenue, some guys were shooting pool, and I heard the sound of acapella groups, yeah. Singing late in the evening, and all the girls out on the stoops, yeah. Then I learned to play some lead guitar. I was underage in this funky bar, and I stepped outside and called it all a day. But when I came back to the room, everybody just seemed to move. So I turned my amp up loud and I began to play. But it was late in the evening, and I blew that room away. First thing I remember when you came into my life, I said I'm gonna get that girl no matter what I do. Well, I guess I've been in love before, and once or twice I've been on the floor, but I never loved no one the way that I love you. Well, it's late in the evening, and the music's seeping through. Woo! Theo Canteras, everybody. He wanted to sing, so we let him sing. I said, as long as you play that low note.
That was the deal, actually.
That was the deal.
We did have that conversation.
And the best part is he's a junior. We get him for another year. So I'll give you your big tribute next year. All right, okay. Speaking of senior tributes, I don't want to forget someone in the trumpet section. We have two Parsons, we have two Lilies, and we have many trumpets. I want to congratulate Lily Parsons for joining us. Lily just joined us. Lily's mostly a French horn player in the band, and has really just wanted to get that trumpet back out, and she joined the jazz band just a few months ago. So thank you, and best of luck to you. And we want to bring on up Sophia Beauvert. She is going to be the vocalist on Blue Sky.
One, two, three. Smiling at me, nothing but blue sky. Do I see?
Great job, Sophia Beauvert. Let's call up the chamber choir for another set.
All right, before we begin this piece, I wanted to acknowledge some soloists from earlier that I failed to do so. So earlier in Lead with Love, we heard first from Rosalia Llagas. We also heard now twice from Mr. Nicholas Griswatz. And we also heard from Miss Lily Zoltz. In this song, we will feature two of our seniors, Miss Emmy Carmody and Miss Em Steele.
I need love, love to ease my mind, and I need to find someone to call my mama said you can't hurry, love. No, you just have to wait. She said, love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. You can't hurry, love. No, you just have to wait. You gotta trust, give it time, no matter how long it takes. But how many heartaches must I stand before I find a love to let me live again? Right now the only thing that keeps me hanging on is when I feel my strength. Yeah, it's almost gone. I remember Mama said, no, you just have to wait. She said, love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. How long must I wait? How much more can I take before loneliness will cause my heart to break? No, I can't bear to live my life alone. I grow impatient for a love to call my own. I never feel that I can't go on. These precious words keep me hanging on. I remember Mama said, no, you just have to wait. She said, love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. You can't hurry, love. No, you just have to wait. She said, trust, give it time, no matter how long it takes. Now break. No love don't come easy. But I keep on waiting, anticipating for that soft voice to talk to me at night. For some tender arms to hold me tight. I keep waiting, I keep on waiting. But it ain't easy, it ain't easy. When Mama said you can't hurry, love, no, you just have to wait. She said, trust, give it time, no matter how long it takes. You you can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said, love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. It's a game of give and take. You can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said, love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. You can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. She said, trust, give it time, no matter how long it takes. Now break.
Hurry love now, dun dun dun. Can't hurry love now,
Dun dun dun, can't hurry love now. Break. Dun, dun.
All right, in our last and final song for tonight, we're going to feature two of the guys that we haven't featured yet. So, Mr. Hoi Ha. And also Mr. Patrick DeFees. Sorry. Actually, I have to thank Patrick because when we were talking about which songs that we'd like to do for this tonight, he gave me a couple. And he was like, well, one of the songs that I've kind of always wanted to sing was For the Longest Time by Billy Joel. And I was like, oh my God, I secretly really want to do that too. Because I never got to in high school. So thanks, Patrick. I'm really excited. You got that?
longest for the longest time. Whoa, for the longest week. You said goodbye to me tonight. There will still be music left to write. What else could I do? I'm so inspired by you. That hasn't happened for the longest time. I thought my innocence was gone. I know that happiness goes on. That's where you found me. You put your arms around. I've been there for the longest time.
before we let him completely leave our area, I would also like to note that Patrick has literally been in every single song tonight. So also playing keyboards for the band.
Yeah. Well, it's right here now. All right. How about another hand for that awesome chamber choir? And Mrs. Redmond, I don't know, oh, there you are, hi. We've worked together all year and in many ways before. This is actually, I think it's the first time we've shared a concert on the same, share the stage. We're usually on different nights, so I want to tell you it's been a pleasure. Thank you chamber choir. And we got 2 more charts for you. This is Afternoon at Bethune. And it's going to feature Barrett O'Neill and Lucas LaVenture. So we've come to the last tune of the jazz band, and I want to, first of all, thank you all for coming and supporting art and music in our public schools in Manchester. We got a great thing going here. The schedule this year, you know, we've had such a great year, and we get to start every other day together. We call white days. So we start right at 8 a.m. in the morning, and I think the schedule has really been a big reason for our success this year, and I just want you all to know that and how awesome it is to start our days with these students. However, I do need to close out as I head over to my right in that last tune. You heard Mr. Lucas LaVenture, another senior. He and Conlon have been going back and forth in the percussion all night, and they're really supportive of everyone, really. Lucas, I want you to know, I think that you were really primed for an awakening when you got to high school, and the fact that you chose this venue and this music to do that is a real honor, and I want you to know that. So good luck to you. I had a picture. I'm going to hand it over to Dante.
Thank you. I'll be brief, but I just wanted to say on that last song, Will here, he was playing the first and the third part for that whole thing. So I just wanted to let everyone know that what he did was really impressive. So. And I just wanted to thank him for being a great friend to me throughout all of my 4 years of high school. So thank you.
Open mic.
To build off that, I would just love to really quickly thank my dear friend Dante Parsons. Where to begin? Thank you, Dante. And thank you all.
And we good? No more interruptions? Okay. I want to take this opportunity, last but not least, our final senior, Mr. Conlon Hurley. You've seen him going back. He set up all the technology that you see today. He is from a great family. Thank you, parents back there, for your 4 kids that have gone through the music program. But of that, I don't think Conlon was really in their shadows. I think he really made his own mark here at Central High School. And we're gonna miss you a lot. And he is featured on this next tune. He's gonna play the role of Gene Krupa. We also have Analyst Barasa playing the role of Benny Goodman. So it's gonna be great. Sing, 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 something everyone knows. I'm gonna get out of the way, let Conlon start it. I wanna thank you all. And I wanna thank you all. Okay?
Thank you.